Hey everybody, welcome back to Trinity Dairy. Don't forget to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you're interested in any of our merchandise, you can check out our merch store. We'll have a link in the description for that. And you can also follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Today is January 22nd, 2024. Our cold snap is finally broke. It's like 23, 24 degrees above zero right now, so that's nice. It's supposed to be pretty warm all week, kind of cloudy, but warm. So today is the first day that the cows are going to be going out on the pasture. They're finishing up some hay in the barn right now. This afternoon I'm going to let them out. I haven't let them out at all during that really cold snap because we had a lot of wind and stuff, so that just didn't seem like a good idea. So they'll be going out today. Then they got hay out there too. Also, I got the 830 case running, fired that up, and I'm going to get the feeder wagon from the heifers and dry cows and get them. I got sorghum up in that pasture silo yet, so we're going to get that wagon up there and get them back on that sorghum silage, because I haven't, when it was real cold, I wasn't even feeding up there because, like I said, it was a lot of wind and it's really hard to get it in the wagon when there's a lot of wind blowing up there. So once that tractor warms up, it's still working on it. But gave it a little shot of vitamin E and it fired up, so we'll let that warm up. Then we can go get that wagon, get some sorghum in there. I got some water tanks filling too, and then I got to run out, take the four-wheeler out. My brother Paul and my dad were over on Saturday helping me get some firewood out of the woods way back by the river. And we got a lot out. I got quite a bit up by the yard, brought up to the furnace. We got a bunch more out there cut and split, so I'll probably bring some more of that home. And then I also got to go, I was cutting along the fence line along the river and seen a couple broken insulators, so we'll probably buzz out there and fix them too and get some of that done. But it sure feels nice to have this warm weather. It's definitely nice to get out of that, and for middle of January it's really nice. And I know we didn't have it as cold as a lot of people did, so hopefully that cold snap's kind of broke for everybody. But once that's warmed up, we'll get the feeder wagon going. So while we're waiting for the tractor to warm up, I thought I'd pick your brains out there a little bit and see if you could help me identify something here. Now this piece here, I found it in the shed here. I don't know where it ever came from. I know what it is. It's a PTO driven air compressor. So that much I do know, and I got it all turning and moving and everything. And it fits on the smaller diameter shafts like the Fords had, and some of the Farmalls had that smaller shaft. And I've seen these before. I know I've seen a lot of John Deere ones, but I have no idea what brand this is. It's got finned sides. There doesn't really seem to be any markings. I was thinking it maybe was either a Ford or International, and I don't know. It's red, but I don't know if that's the original color or not. It has like a, I don't know if it comes up, it has like an 8N, maybe Y or something. It's hard to say, so I don't know if that means like 8N for a Ford. But an uncle of mine, he kind of helped me. He looked it up a little bit, and it didn't seem to show that Ford ever had something like this. So and I also think that it might be missing a piece. It has like 1/2 inch pipe thread up here, but there's no valve system in it to like let air in and out. So I'm thinking it must have had something that screwed into here, because when the piston would go down to let air in, and then something to close when it would go back up to let air out. I don't know. Like I said, the only ones I've ever seen were the John Deere ones, so this one was kind of something different to me. But so yeah, it's got the chains on there to stabilize it once it's on the shaft. But it does work. It moves. I took it all apart and got it all lubricated and everything, and I actually put it on that little Ford and ran it a little bit, and it worked. But I have no idea what kind. So if any of you out there know or have any idea what kind it is, just leave it in the comments. So that should be warmed up now, that tractor, so we'll go get the feeder wagon. All right, we made it up to the pasture silo. Now this silo, I haven't, during that whole cold snap, I hadn't run it at all. I think the feed will be okay because it was so cold. I don't think it spoiled at all. So I don't think we'll have any issue there. So that's our unloader. It's a Vandale. This is a 14-foot diameter silo. And those wheels way over on the far side there, those are what drive around on the surface and push this thing around the silo. And then it's kind of hard to see, but in here there's two augers and they pull the feed to the center. And right there's a blower, and it's all run. It's got a 5-horse electric motor, spins everything, and then the blower blows it out the chute there, and then it blows it. You can set it up here. We've got this conveyor set up here to run it into a wagon. You can feed into this concrete bunk too by hand, but we usually just use the wagons. So I'll try to get a little video of that unloader going around in there. I know somebody had asked to see that. I'll see how, I'm not going to climb in there because I'm just here by myself. But I should be able to get some video through the door. So we'll get it fired up here and see if we can get some shots on the inside. Go check on the water tank for the cows. I'm running hot water in there. I wouldn't really need hot water because it's warm enough, but this tank had quite a bit of ice in it because I haven't used it for quite a while, so I figured I might as well let that get thawed out good. So it's filling up nice there. I'm going to take the four-wheeler, run out and fix those two insulators back by the river. I was going to take the skid steer and bring back some firewood, but I'm not going to have time for that this afternoon, but we'll get the fence fixed up anyway. All right, we made it up into the woods here. Just been cutting a lot of dead birch and stuff along this trail because we got a fence right on the edge of the cliff here. and then it goes down to the river down there. And seems like those birch always like to break off and take the fence down, and that's what happened here. Rotten branch broke off and fell on the wire and busted the insulator and took the fence down. So we will fix that. And then I've got a couple more down the line. I had cut a big birch down and I had taken the insulators off. I got to put them back on. Well, I'm not going to take that one off because I can't get it off and I didn't bring a pliers. So I guess we'll just put the new one on right underneath it. There we go. Now I'll move on down and fix the other two. Hoping to work my way down this whole fence. Since it's easy going with no snow, get a lot of this cleared out and then it'll be all ready to go in the spring. This is probably one of my favorite spots back in here. It's kind of nice. Up on the edge of the pasture. Pretty open woods, not too much brush. Holy mackerel, a whole bunch of grouse. I guess that was the only one I took off. I thought I had two. It was just the broken one and that one. All right. A lot of them. Like that birch there, starting to die, but it's got some live branches. Seems to be quite a bit of good wood in them. There's a whole bunch of them in here that are starting to die. Start hauling all them out of there. No sense to let it go to waste. Especially when I'm running hot water for those water tanks. That works really good, but it does burn through the wood pile. But it's a lot cheaper than electricity or buying propane for the other heater. So anyway, we'll head back now. Got that up and we can let the cows out. Here's our landing where we were cutting up wood the other day. It worked nice. We brought the pickups right out here and loaded up and cut and split and everything out here. It's nice being able to do that. Then you got all this sawdust and mess out here in the pasture instead of up in the yard. So that definitely worked out good. Nice when you can. It's nice when the snow is down enough you can get the pickup right out here. That definitely makes it a lot faster. Well, there, definitely nice for them to get out of the barn and get some exercise, some fresh air, and really just get out and stretch. That makes anybody feel better, that's for sure, especially when you've been cooped up inside for a long time. So yeah, they can spend the rest of the afternoon out here. It's plenty warm enough for them, so I don't have to worry about any frostbite or anything like that on them. So that'll be good, and get them back in this afternoon for milking, and probably let them out again tomorrow. I think they'll be going out probably all week the way it looks, unless we wind up with some freezing rain or something like that, which is a possibility, but I don't know if there's too much of that in the forecast or not. I haven't really looked, but anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Just kind of a little mix-up of different stuff going on today, but thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.